Video strategy. Do you have one? You have a business strategy, a marketing strategy, a branding strategy, a sales strategy. So why do so many entrepreneurs not have a video strategy? Maybe it's the constantly changing trends, the always updating tech, or the rise of the content creators that pump out video content 24/7 that makes a video strategy seem unattainable or non-existent. But video strategy does exist, and you can have one for your business. In fact, you should. After all, you already have a strategy for every aspect of your business, and you need one for video as well. It's too valuable to just keep putting videos out there and hoping that they connect with the right people, or simply hoping that your videos work. You invest too much time and money into your videos to do that. You need a video strategy, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can build a video strategy for your business. First, let's talk about video strategy. What exactly is a video strategy? Well, a video strategy aligns your video content with your business objectives, so it helps keep you creating videos that resonate with your ideal clients and create the desired outcomes. Now, I'm not talking about viral videos here. I'm talking about steady, consistent growth, communication, and actions happening throughout your video content. Would you rather be a one-hit wonder that people quickly forget about, or experience consistent success? Going viral doesn't help you have consistent success, and neither does having a generic sales video. You have to have a clear video strategy, otherwise you are wasting resources like time and money on videos that don't have a clear purpose or connect with your ideal clients where they are on their customer journey. Okay, so now you're ready for a video strategy, but where do you even start? With a funnel. I know, we aren't creating a video funnel, but funnels can really lay a great foundation when it comes to video strategy because it helps you think of all your video content creation as a pipeline to grow your audience into customers and then into brand loyalists, just like any funnel you would set up for your business. After all, that's your ultimate goal, right? So let's break down a funnel, but with a video strategy mindset. Just like with any other funnel, you are taking your customer on a journey. The first time you connect with someone, most likely it will be an emotional connection. They'll feel something, get excited, or have a deep desire. This is called the brand awareness phase. And then they become more rational as they begin to consider you and your product or service. They'll begin to analyze more here, so the honeymoon phase is officially over. And this is called the consideration phase. Next, they'll move into the decision making where you convert them into customers because they are ready to buy. And this is the purchasing phase. Finally, they become loyal to your brand and even advocate and sell for you. This is called the partnership phase. Okay, let's look into each of these phases more and we'll start to see a video strategy emerge. The brand awareness phase. Now, this phase is all about attracting new customers in two ways. Number one, brand positioning. What is your unique value to the customer? How do you stand out? What's your mission or what are your values? Brand positioning is all about making your brand stand out from the competition. Number two, emotional connections. You get followers and subscribers when people feel something. No one wants to follow a brand that doesn't make them feel something. When you make an emotional connection with your audience, you'll gain their trust and get their attention. Now, videos that are great during the brand awareness phase include those that have a strong emotional tone, like brand stories or client stories, vlogging or BTS, concept films, commercials, and narrative videos. Now, next is the consideration phase. This phase is all about informing your audience in two ways. Number one, with social engagement. People buy from people, so the social engagement is a key step in getting them ready to buy. This is when you focus on making a human connection with them and let them see into your world in a casual way and get to know you and not just your brand. You can also engage with them by asking them to do things like comment, share, subscribe. The important part here is that they start interacting with you, and in doing so, they begin to consider you as someone they might want to buy from. Also, number two, you want to put out helpful content. So during the consideration phase, it's especially important to be giving helpful content. It's important to give value here without expecting any compensation. Remember, you're giving, not pitching. This will help your audience to view you as the go-to expert in your field or your product or service as the best option in the market. Videos that are great during the consideration phase include those that are information-packed, like how-to FAQ videos or educational behind-the-scenes, thought leadership, entertainment, and bingeable content videos. Now, next is the purchasing phase. During this phase, it's all about, you guessed it, becoming a customer and making that purchase. So during this phase, you'll focus on sales. Now, of course, this is where you do want to make that pitch and make that hard sell. If you don't make the offer, they may never take the leap. So be more direct when you're in this phase. Videos that are great during the purchasing phase include those that focus on the product or service and the customer experience as it relates directly to them, like product demos or walkthroughs, testimonials, social proof, launching page videos, and one-on-one sales videos. Finally, the partnership phase. Now, this is an optional phase and you don't have to invest time and energy into this, but if you do, you'll create advocates and brand loyalists who I think will be well worth the investment. This phase is all about engaging the customer in 2 ways. First, surprise and delight. How can you use video to surprise and delight your current customers? Maybe it's a surprise group coaching session or sending quick video clips or video messages to check in with them. However you decide to surprise and delight your customers with video, learning to do this well creates advocates for your brand who will turn around and sell for you. And secondly, relationship-driven engagement. How can you use video to build that relationship even more with a customer? Maybe you send video messages or create private broadcast channels on Instagram, but by focusing on the relationship, you will create a strong and loyal foundation. Videos that are great during the partnership phase include those that focus on the customer's experience of the brand, like personalized messages or one-on-one messaging, onboarding videos, thank you videos, milestone videos, or videos at known customer drop-off points. And any community building videos are great here as well. Okay, understanding these phases is key in building out your video strategy, and the phases are like the bird's eye view. So let's land the plane and really define the details of our video strategy. First, let's start with the timeline. How long are you planning to implement this video strategy? If you're just starting, I'd recommend a month or maybe 3. You'll want to be able to quickly pivot in the beginning if things aren't working quite as well as you had hoped, or if you want to try new things and new ideas to see if they work better for your audience. If you are doing longer form pieces, it's probably best to have a longer term plan just to make room for all of the planning, shooting, and editing that will go into it. Now, who is your target audience? Obviously, they will be your ideal customer, but who is your target audience and where are they on their customer journey? Which phase or phases of the customer journey are you focusing on in the strategy? If you're just starting out, I'd stick to 1 and add in more phases as you get more confident in your video strategy planning and learn what works for your audience. Next, let's define your objective or goals for this video strategy. Now, you can get more specific if you want here, or use the categories I mentioned as jumping off points. But I try not to get too specific. Getting too specific means you'll have a hard time achieving it. You'll need to find a balance between having a broad goal, like watch the video, to too specific, like brings every viewer to tears. Now, think about your distribution channels. Where are these videos going to live? Even if one video will be on multiple platforms, you'll want to list them all out here. You'll find out why in my next video, where I break down how to be smart about creating video content. Now, you might think it costs you nothing if you do everything yourself, but that's not true. You still need a budget. You can have a small budget that we in the film biz like to call a contingency fund, because it covers any unplanned expenses that come up. So for you, it might be a prop, or maybe at the last minute a piece of gear breaks and you have to replace it or update it. If you are outsourcing any of your video production, take it from an agency owner. You'll be loved by all if you have a budget that you can give the agency upfront. It will make everyone's life so much easier. So do your best to try to figure out how many dollars you have to put towards video for the duration of your strategy. Next, you'll need a production timeline. Now, this simply means a schedule. So when you're planning, or when you're shooting, or when you're editing, when you're putting it all together, when you're releasing them for the world to see, that's your production timeline. For me, I find it easier to start with when you want to post each video and then work backwards. So for example, if I want to post this video on the 18th, I know I need to have a week to edit, so the edit will be due on the 11th. Then I'll do the shoot day on the 9th, and I'd like to have a week to plan, which is the 2nd. So let's just say I'll start planning on the 1st, and voila, I have my schedule. How do you know if each video will be successful? By its metrics. So define what will make it successful. Is it the number of likes, subscribers, or shares, or is it click-through and retention rates? It's up to you and what your strategy is. Just be clear so that you know if it was a successful video strategy. Now, lastly, optimization. How can you optimize your videos? Whether it's choosing framing, horizontal or vertical, or doing some paid ads, or realizing something isn't working and adjusting as you go. Always keep a list of ways that you can optimize your video strategy. Even the simple question of what worked well and what didn't can help you optimize your future video strategies. Now, if you know what did or didn't work this time, you'll be that much smarter and wiser and more efficient in your next video strategy. Whew, okay, that was a lot. But I have a template for you to download to make planning your own video strategy a breeze. Plus, if you get stuck on video ideas, I have a quiz that you can take so that you know exactly what type of video to focus on. Check it out in the links below. When you can understand the different phases, you'll be able to focus your video content specifically to different segments of your audience, depending on where they are in the customer journey. And that is the beauty of a video strategy. You can connect with the right people at the right time with the right video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about planning your video strategy. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about video content and how to make the most of your time behind the camera and creating more engaging video content. More on that in the next video.